Hey, this is DJ from DJ's Trains on YouTube, and this is the video you have been waiting for because you have said to me, hey D, help me because I don't know what to model. I like classic engines, like GPs and SDs. I also like the new stuff, but I like freight and switching, but I like passenger. Yet I still got like older equipment with walkways and cabooses. And how do I put it all together to make it look realistic? Well, in this video, I have filmed not one, but two separate railroads that I've never filmed before. And this is going to help you see that there's a prototype for everything. And it's colorful too. Wait till you see the colors. So this locomotive was built in May of 1938 as an NW1 by EMD. It was remanufactured back in 1956 as an SW9M, and it worked for Conrail, and then later went to the Kiski Junction, which isn't really too far from me up in Pittsburgh. They repainted it into the Lehigh Valley, and it is now acquired by the Everett Railroad. So there, how about that history? If you go on the Everett Railroad's website, you'll see they have a whole page dedicated to all of their passenger cars for their tourist railroad. And all the coaches and combines, including number 23, which I just found out now, was former Bessemer and Lake Erie Railroad. So that's exciting for me. They were all built basically in the 1920s into the 1930s for a variety of different railroads. And they got a great home here. And then also you'll notice that a lot of the buildings are also well preserved. And they have freight operations. They interchange with Norfolk Southern. So here we see them switching some cars. And then I'll show you that you don't have to run all of your equipment. Let's just say you have some cars that you liked, like cabooses and the older box cars. Heck, you didn't even weather them. Have a nice display track. This is signature for a tourist railroad. Another cool thing I saw was these two flat cars, both marked for the Everett Railroad. I don't know if they see that much service, but I thought that was still pretty cool. And of course, a few miles away, they have a lot of stuff stored here, and you cannot miss this sign when you're driving along. And let's take a look at some of the cool stuff here. Now, I did have some challenges. First of all, it was freezing. This was part of my 2-day trip to New York. You gotta stick around. I'm telling you, you're gonna love this story. It's so good. And we're gonna look at this 80-tonner trying to hide back here. Honestly, if I didn't have the drone, I would not have known it was hiding back here. So modeling ideas. If you get yourself some used equipment, you could have it in pre-restoration status. And there's your storytelling. Have it before it gets restored, and you can run it with the nice clean passenger cars. You don't even need that big of a space. Some of these tourist railroads really aren't that long. The Kiski Junction, which I mentioned earlier, that was only a few miles. There was a lot of wires for me to try to get some good footage without destroying the drone. So it was challenging, but if I swing around here with the sun to my back, I get a better shot of the switcher, but I also got a GP16, that 1828, and a B39-8E, number 8524. So there's two locomotives you do not see every day. And this is great examples of any kind of passenger equipment can be used. And pre-restoration or restore it and get those tourist trains going. Now, I'm going to tell you, they do have two steam locomotives. I did not see them. I looked. I'm just assuming they're inside. One is a 260, the other one is a 280, according to their website. But hey, maybe I'll make another trip. So there's definitely going to be another video where I talk about another railroad. And here's a hint. Oh, so excited. I found out later that this was the former Bessemer Lake Erie F7. But my buddy Nathan DeLay, I stopped to see him on my travels, and he showed me all around all the cool places of the next railroad we're going to look at, which would be the Reading, Blue Mountain, and Northern. Or the Reading and Northern. I'm telling you, you're going to love the next video when we cover this. Because we looked at a lot of stations inside and out. You're going to see some stuff you've never seen before. And you're going to love it, so make sure you subscribe to this. But I want to tell you a great story and the main reason for my trip. And if you've been watching my channel for a long time, you might remember this story. So I want to break away from the normal style of video editing and tell you a personal story that I think you're really going to like. Back in the summer of 2013, I was only on YouTube for maybe about a year or two at the most, and I got a friend request on Facebook from a 13-year-old kid named Farjan Abig in Bangladesh. And he said that he was a fan of mine and that he loved my videos, and he was making all the stuff that I made in N-Scale, but he was making his without a hobby store. He was making his out of like paper, cardboard, like from book covers, he told me. And when he showed me the stuff that he had made, it was so good. And we became Facebook friends, and he even had his own YouTube channel for a little while. And through the years, he would send me pictures of all the stuff that he's made. And I used to be so inspired by it, by saying, the people that complain about how they don't have money, like there was a 13-year-old kid in Bangladesh without a hobby store, and he created everything, and he wanted to be an architect, and he talked about it often, and it just became such a great friendship. And I would send him pictures, like selfies of me and Morgan when she was little, like 6-7 years old, and what it was like in America, and he would send me pictures and videos of what it was like in Bangladesh. And I always told him, I said, if you ever come to the United States, I'll find a way to see you. And we promised friends for life. And sure enough, he graduated and he became an architect.
and he messaged me and said that he was coming to the United States and he was going to come to New York. And I dropped everything and I said, I'm coming to see you.
So it's a little bit out of my comfort zone to drive to New York by myself. I haven't been there in a long time. I divided into 2 days. The first day I did drive towards Allentown, and that's when I met up with Nathan and did all the train stuff. And then the second day I drove into Queens, and I got to meet his family. Here's Farjan, his dad, his aunts, his mom. They were so nice, and we walked around the mall. I learned so much, and his family was so nice. They made us authentic desserts and got gifts for both Morgan and my wife. And Farjan's engaged too. Right now he's actually married, and it's funny because he actually got married before Grand Theft Auto 6 came out. So it's been an honor of a lifetime to watch him grow up. And friends for life, man. Friends for life. I want this to inspire you. If you're a kid watching this, you could be whatever you want to be. If you imagine it, you dream it, you can do it. And never let money, time, location, any obstacle stop you from enjoying the hobby. So thank you. Thank you to Farjan. Gave me one of the best memories of 2025. And like I said, it's been an honor to watch you grow up. And thank everybody for watching this video. I appreciate it.